Hi everyone, I'm Chris from Discover eLearning and I'm excited to give you this preview of the FireMods web app, which as of this moment is now in private beta, and I'm inviting anyone who may wish to try FireMods for themselves to get in touch with me by commenting below this video. So just a reminder of what FireMods is. The project began as an open source JavaScript modification file which is freely available to download from GitHub, and using this script in any articulate Rise 360 published course allows developers to add further custom features to their courses. The README file on the GitHub page gives full instructions on how to get set up and everything that can be modified using the script. And now we have the full comprehensive web application for FireMods, which is accessible via the web at firemods.co.uk. And the brilliant thing about bringing everything that FireMods has to offer into a web app is that we're no longer constrained by what can be achieved in just a single JavaScript file. And as well as that, the development process is greatly improved because everything can be activated and tested visually within the app. And so for the most part, many of the FireMods existing features won't require you to touch a single line of code to include in your course. Let me show you now the FireMods web app in action, and I have my trusty test course zip file here that I'm going to upload on the start screen. And now that my course is loaded into the app, I can see exactly what that looks like in the live course preview panel here on the right, as well as the ability to switch between different device views of the course, and then all of the FireMods features are provided in this panel on the left. And activating any feature is as simple as turning it on in the panel and adjusting any of the settings provided for that mod. So for example, right here, what I might want to do is give my course a completely custom background, and I can do that with FireMods by activating the custom background mod and updating the selected colour. And I can also add a grid pattern by clicking on this tick box, and I can also, if I wish to, add an image to the background by activating this mod and using the opacity slider to adjust the blend settings. And then you'll find all of FireMods' most popular features available to turn on throughout this list, including our note taker tool, which adds the ability for users to highlight and take notes throughout the course content, and a text-to-speech button that plays back text content via the browser's inbuilt annotation system. We also have the ability to add new block types using FireMods, and in this case by entering the right content format into a statement block allows us to convert this into a reflection block for the user to type their thoughts into about perhaps what they have read so far. Let's customize the continue button here with two of FireMods features that will restyle the button with rounded corners and also add this hover effect. On lesson 2 here, you can see that we start things with a text on image block, and again FireMods has a nice custom mod specifically for that block that allows us to completely change the look of this on screen. A little later on, let's activate summary shortcodes so that what the user typed into the reflection block on lesson 1 displays here. And now we come to one of FireMods' most advanced features, which is the ability to activate custom JavaScript using a standard Rise button block. I can center the button itself on screen using this center button blocks mod, which removes the text space usually taken up by the block. And now, coming to the bottom of the side panel here, I can activate the custom button scripts mod. And you can see that the usual step when using the FireMods script file would be for the developer to write or type the button ID as is set in Rise itself. But now with the FireMods web app, we can just toggle this discover button, and then clicking on any button in the preview panel will add that button ID to the field for you. Now we can add our JavaScript code to the field. So let's say I just want to test this in the browser console for now. And let's also activate the show confetti effect, which is a nice way of testing that the button is working. So now with the console open and clicking on the button, I can see my message being displayed as well as the confetti on screen. And by the way, if you want to use the confetti effect in your course, then you have all the settings for it right here in the panel as well. Okay, so overall I'm happy with the mods that I've applied to my course and want to get this out of FireMods now to upload to my learning platform. And all I have to do is click on this button to download my course, and the FireMods app will provide to you a full zip file of your entire course exactly as it was, but with all of the FireMods customizations that you've activated applied. And here is the end result published course displayed in the browser. So that's a quick overview of the FireMods web app, and if you're interested in becoming a beta tester for the app, please just drop me a message below. Many thanks and hopefully talk to you soon.